Hello, welcome back to Jolly Julie's Crafts. It is Jillian. Today we are doing a craft, but it's not a craft, it's something that's super useful. So I've seen many times ring lights, but they're so expensive, but they do excellent lighting. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a DIY ring light using wreath form that I got at Michael's, cardboard box, tinfoil, and zip ties. Okay, so what we're gonna need to do is, the first thing we do is we're gonna look down here. I have this 18-inch wreath form, and I just have this box that I'm gonna be tracing. I'm not on the box. And so you trace the inside of the ring form like this. Okay, inside of the ring form, wreath form, and then the outside. Oops, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna cut it out, okay? And then we're gonna wrap it in tinfoil. Okay. Wrap it in tinfoil. It's not super easy to cut cardboard, so just take your time. Okay, perfect. Some people like to use box cutters, but I'm just gonna use scissors. Move all this stuff to the side. Move your wreath form to the side. This is gonna be essentially the body or the backing of your light. Not easy to cut with cardboard. And if it's too hard, I might, let me see here. Luckily, the box that I chose is a bit bendy. There we go. Perfect. So I can just trim it down. Might be easier just to do it by hand to start. I'm a bit of a beast here. Just because working with cardboard can be really difficult, especially if you're using big pieces. So I'm just gonna kind of rip it down, and then I'll trim it from there. So what I'll do is I'll stop the video, and then I'm gonna cut out the the cardboard ring, and then I will come back to you once I have cut it all out. But before I go, I just want to show you that I did trace the form inside, and you can see it. And so that's what it's gonna look like, and then we're gonna cover it in tinfoil. So once I have it cut down, I will come back, and then we will proceed. Okay, so I'll see you in a couple minutes. All right, so now I have the form cut out. Okay, and I'm just double checking that it is the correct size. As you can see, it is the correct size. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap this whole thing in tinfoil. So basically, we're just gonna we're just gonna take regular old tinfoil, get out a bunch of sheets, just cut it, and we're gonna put the shiny side out. Okay, so I know it's very loud. Okay, so we're just gonna take our tinfoil, shiny side out, and wrap it. And all we do is we wrap the whole thing with shiny tinfoil, because that's what the lights are gonna reflect off of. Okay, and it does create a really nice lighting. There we go. You see what I'm doing here? Kind of. I want the stuff to be all on the back though. So just kind of make sure it's all on the back, because I want the front to be kind of flat. So you can see on the back is where I'm going to be putting that. And then I think I'm going to put some hockey tape around the back later to make sure that it does stay good and while I'm good. Okay, so just rip it in half. Oops, not a straight line. There we go. Rip it in half. Take your tinfoil, wrap it around, and just keep doing that all the way around the whole entire ring. Now, I'm gonna, let me see. I'm sorry, you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna do that around the entire ring, keeping flat side only on the front, and putting the side that you crumple together on the back. So I'm going to pause the video and hit you back up once it's on there totally, okay? Okay, so now as you can see, the little ring is all, this looks like an alien ring to ward off the aliens. Anyways, so this ring is all tinfoil down, but on the back, there's some spots that are sticking up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add some clear hockey tape because I love clear hockey tape. It's like the gift of the gods. So I'm just gonna add a couple pieces of hockey tape here and there. And the thing about hockey tape is it's really easy to rip. Okay, so for instance, there's some white showing through and I want to make sure that it stays down, so I'm going to do that. And after this, we're going to be moving on to I'll just do a little bit all the way around, moving on to putting the lights on the wreath form. This is kind of nice, sticky boo. And I'm going to show you, I've been seeing a lot of different DIYs and they've been using a lot of different lights. So a lot of people are favoring tube lights, but I have these handy dandy Energizer lights. All of them are, first of all of them are LED lights, and so that's really good because they're super bright and they'll really reflect off of the tinfoil. And so I'm going to be using LED lights too, but the LED lights I'm using are this Energizer box here, and they're a lot lighter than the tube lights that go either inside or outside. These ones are lighter and I don't think they'll make the ring fall over, because the other ones I'm thinking, how on earth are the ring lights staying up and how are they attaching them to places? But I think they're just, they must be heavy, so I don't understand. Okay, so I'm almost done taping here. I just wanted to make it have a little bit of extra security. Like I didn't want the tinfoil to come off and all these shenanigans to happen. So I'm just gonna put one more piece of tape and then I'm gonna show you exactly what the lights look like that I'm using, and that I'm gonna zip tie it to the frame of the wreath. So again, this is an 18-inch wreath form that I bought from Michael's, and I don't want that to rip, so I'm gonna stick it over there. And what you do, these LED lights that I got are super cool. They are the Energizer ones that I just showed you. But they also have a command strip on the back. So in addition to zip tying them on, I'm going to, in essence, stick them down. This is kind of hard to pull off. And you can see they're just regular LED lights. They have different colors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first start to just kind of tape it down. Right? But I am going to ultimately use zip ties as well, just for extra security, because I don't want the lights falling off. But you can see that they attach really nicely along the outer wreath form, but there's this little bumps here, right? So I definitely need to use zip ties as well. I got the 11-inch zip ties, so let me just kind of get some of these zip ties out, especially on the parts where the there's these little partitions here that mark the different sections. I'm gonna really want to zip tie those areas because they're not gonna stick properly otherwise, and then they'll fall off and I will just have a hot mess. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your zip tie and put it underneath the wreath form, put it through, and tighten up a zip tie. I like using zip ties. I think it's so fun whenever I get to use a zip tie. Okay? And you just snug them on, right? And then they stay on really well. And just kind of just go along and put them wherever you think you need a little extra help sticking these bad boys on. So I mean, it's gonna be a little bit time consuming, but at the end of the day, these lights, they cost anywhere from $50 to $50 to about $400, and for a good one it's even more expensive. So basically I'm just gonna go ahead, take your zip tie again, and then when we're all done, of course, we're gonna go ahead and cut off the little ends, right? Because you don't want them blocking the light. Okay. And just do it as tight as you can because again, you don't want the lights coming off. And it seems even. Okay, there we go. Oh, ooh, that is super duper sticky. Okay, there we go. Okay, wow, that's so sticky. There seems to be like an even extra stickiness on these lights. Okay, so we're just gonna keep going along. Here we go. Wow, they stick really beautifully on here. Wow, these are amazing. Oh, I love it. But again, we want to have the extra security of a zip tie just to make sure that, you know, with wear and tear, it doesn't actually fall out, but it's sticking beautifully. Oh my gosh, so exciting. Okay. All right. And I think I'm only gonna end up using one zip tie per section, but that being said, I'm gonna do it as many times around as I can. So, and then I'm gonna zip tie it to the what do you call it? The cardboard that I just put tinfoil on. I'm gonna zip tie it right onto there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and keep zip tying these all the way around, as you can kind of see I'm doing, and then I'm gonna get back to you. So I'm gonna pause the video and you guys go ahead and I'll be back in 2 minutes. And if there's anything that I think you guys should see, I'll definitely be like, oh, wait a minute, here it is. So just hang on and I'm gonna pause you. Okay, so this is what it looks. All of the lights have been zip tied onto the frame. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna go ahead and cut off all the zip ties. So see, I have a wire cutter, which I absolutely love for cutting off zip ties. And you just cut them and it doesn't take too long, but there are about 30. So I'm not gonna force you to sit here and watch me cut zip ties. So I'm gonna pause the video and then we're gonna attach it to the frame when we come back. Okay, so I will see you in a couple minutes. Okay, so now I've cut off all the little ends. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take this silver guy and put it underneath the ring. I'm putting the, so here is the cord. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put it underneath and through because it's gonna hang down, and so that makes that the bottom of the light. Okay, and so now what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to take more zip ties and I'm gonna zip tie this wreath frame to the cardboard, the reflective cardboard surface. So I'm gonna just take them all out. Take them all out. Probably I'm just gonna do one per section. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to feed it underneath. Okay, so feed that underneath and then kind of go in and out, kind of weave it if you can. Oh, sorry. But first you have to make sure you put it properly. Okay, so I'm gonna put it underneath and I'm gonna do it in the middle of each section. So I'm just gonna try and weave it in and out a little bit. It's a little bit difficult. Here, let's see. It's a little bit difficult. Right, because you have to kind of pop it through. Okay, perfect. Okay, and so that's the reason that I'm using these big 11-inch zip ties, because it gets to be quite big. And then I might feed it through underneath again and then zip tie it down, because you want to make sure that it's really being held on nicely. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna pull that through a bit more, I think, actually. Pull through, pull through, pull through, just like that. And then we're going to zip, oh, it's on my hand. Zip tie this on, okay? So again, we just kind of pull it through and zip tie it on, okay? And there we go. Okay, good. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do that for each and every section. So I'll show you one more section how I do it. And then we'll turn this bad boy on, and it's super, super exciting because we're almost done. So again, I'm just gonna show you what I'm gonna do. I'm going to take another zip tie, slide it underneath, boop, put it up, and then go here, push it up, okay? It can be a little tricky, but you just have to have patience. And patience is not what people have in great supply. So I'm just gonna push it through one more time, push it down again, and Pull it back under. Now this little cheeky zip tie decided it wanted to not be where I wanted it to be. But I am gonna win in the end. So I'm gonna zip tie it tight. Cheeky, cheeky zip ties. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there we go. I've zip tied it on. So I'm gonna do that for each section. There are 9 sections. And then I'm gonna come back and then we're gonna turn it on and it's gonna be like magic. So, okay, I will see you in a couple minutes. Okay, so this is how it looks. This is the bottom. You can see that little, what do you call it? It's not a string. The cord is coming down. So this is how it looks. So when you're using a ring light, you don't use it like this. You turn it like this, and then that way the light goes all on your face. So I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna lay it down though first because there's different colors that come up with this. So we have the multicolors, and then we have the solid yellow, and this is the color that I want. So, okay, look at me. Hi guys, how's it going? So this is okay lighting because it's normal everyday lighting, but when you're on the YouTube, you want to have like BAM lighting. So look at that. Look how the difference is. This, I don't know how much the lights cost because someone bought them for me, but if you look, you can see like, hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Right, the lighting is much better. You can see me, you'll be able to see the products better that I'm buying, you'll be able to see the crafts that I'm doing. The only thing is I'm gonna have to know how to mount this on my tripod stand. But okay, so this is with the light, this is with a regular light. So here I am, and then here I am. Look at how much better the lighting is. And this is very inexpensive. I know that there was a lot of these kind of lights on sale after Christmas. So keep that in mind. So this is me regular. This is me jacked up with the lights. And it was so easy to do. It took maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours of your time. I'm gonna turn this off because it's really bright. Now it has to go to yellow, blue, green, orange, red. I don't even know what the color is, and then multicolor, and then, oh, there we go. Okay, so it's off. So that was a pretty easy, straightforward project. The only thing, it was time consuming, but I mean, if you go and you buy one of these lights, it easily ranges from $50 to $400. Now these are LED lights that I put on here, so they're especially bright and they will throw a really good light your way. So even if you turn off the lights or if you're in the dark, it will show up. You will show up beautifully. So if you wanted to know how to make them, this is your chance to sit and do a DIY. If you're thinking of going onto the YouTube, it's nice to have some lights just because you want people to see the stuff you're doing. So your projects, your in my instance, crafting, Dollar Tree hauls. I'm gonna be coming at you with a clothing haul, and I really wanted you guys to be able to see what I've bought. So that's why I decided to make this, and there's so many great tutorials on YouTube. If you're looking to make a ring light, this was easy. Didn't take that much time. It was just like meticulous work, little worky works. So I wanted to thank you for spending time with me today and learning how to do this ring light. Please remember to like my channel and subscribe as well, because I'm always looking for new people to, you know, have fun with and meet and talk to and have adventures with. So thank you for spending the time with me, and I will see you next Tuesday.